This is Colin. In October of 2023, he uploaded a video to his channel, The Bearded Explorers, titled Explore an Abandoned Hospital at Night. His channel is known for documenting abandoned and derelict locations across the UK. But this time, Colin chose somewhere far heavier, far older, a place with a reputation that refuses to fade. The location was the Royal Hospital Haslar in England. Built in 1753, the hospital served as Britain's first naval hospital. For generations, it treated wounded sailors, growing into the largest hospital and brick-built structure in England. It operated for 256 years before finally closing in 2009, becoming the last military hospital in the country to shut its doors. But according to local legends and countless reports from former staff, not everyone left when it closed. Stories persist of spirits roaming the halls. A nurse who took her own life, a little girl who died in a fire, patients who never made it out alive. Colin begins his exploration by slipping in through the basement, explaining that security patrols have grown increasingly aggressive toward trespassers. As he moves toward the main entrance, he highlights the hospital's history, pointing out the old train tracks still embedded in the floor, tracks once used to transport injured sailors straight from the docks. The building feels quiet, too quiet.
Trains, carriages, I don't know. On here, if they could be treated, they would be taken into the wards, and if they couldn't, they would go straight down to the church and get buried. And there is a mass grave out there. 10,000 people buried in that area. Absolutely mind-blowing. Oh, this is so creepy. Oh, there's a bat. A little bat flying around. It's eerily quiet in here. Like, you could hear a pin drop. Literally. There's no wind out there today. It's still very, very warm. There's another bat there, look, flying around. Okay, let's go.
That calm doesn't last. Just 5 minutes into the exploration, the first unexplained incident occurs. A door moves on its own. No wind, no pressure change, no explanation.
I can't help but feel that there's somebody walking right behind me. It's really, really creepy. And what we're going to do, we're going to walk through this area and we're going to go into the gymnasium, which is up here on the left. And we're going to have a look in there first, and then we're going to go upstairs and check out all the MRI scanners. Okay, that was weird. That door has just closed. But there is absolutely no wind in here whatsoever. What the hell was that? Okay, that was really, really creepy. Okay. I'm going to get out of this area because that was actually really scary. I don't know what that was.
Visibly shaken, Colin continues forward, pushing deeper into the hospital. He makes his way to the spiral staircase, one of his favorite parts of the building. Standing there, he recounts the tragic history tied to the hospital, his voice steady but strained.
And like I said before, there is a very sad story to a nurse who actually committed here. Her name was Mary. Like I said in the last video, she committed suicide after the death of a child that she was caring for. And she jumped from the top and sadly passed away here.
From there, he enters a room with a red chair and floral curtains. Something is wrong. The curtains are moving. There are no open windows, no breeze, no reason for motion.
That's really bizarre because there's not even a window open here. Why is that curtain moving? Okay. Don't think about it too much, because like I said, I am here on my own.
Trying to stay calm, Colin heads back down into the basement, the deeper levels, the forgotten areas. As he explores, he suddenly stops. A noise, unexplained, close enough to feel deliberate.
Let's go down this way. The f*** was that? Must have been a pigeon. Oh yeah, probably was coming through that window. There's no wind today, but it is really, really raining hard out there now. Oh, there's always a creepy chair in the basement. Why?
As he moves farther into the basement, Colin discovers something deeply unsettling. a preserved liver sealed inside a clear container, believed to be a leftover artifact from the hospital's former medical museum. Then the noise comes back, louder, clearer, too close. Colin doesn't hesitate this time. He leaves the area immediately, heading back upstairs toward the scanning rooms. That's when it happens again. Footsteps.
Still crazy to think that all of this stuff is in here, all the paperwork. Oh my God, what the hell was that? It felt like I bumped into someone, but there's no one there. Whoa, okay, freak out. Whew, okay. It felt like I bumped into someone, but there's nobody there. So I feel like I want to check every room now just to make sure there's no one in here, because that was really weird. Hello? Okay. That was weird. God, why do I do this to myself? Supporting the rhino. That sounded like footsteps. That really sounded like footsteps. Like that, what I'm doing now, that's exactly what I just heard. I'm sure I just heard that. Is it that one? Yes. What the f*** was that? Okay. That was weird. That was really, really, really weird.
The sound follows him. The psychological strain begins to show as Colin starts checking every room, every corner. The hospital is massive, empty, and yet it no longer feels unoccupied. The sense of being watched begins to consume him. He finds nothing, but the sounds don't stop. He presses on. Then he reaches a hallway, the same hallway where, during a previous visit, he had captured what appeared to be the image of a little girl in photographs.
Basically what happened is, and I said it in my last video, I was taking some pictures about here of me standing there with a GoPro on my head looking towards the camera this way. And I took about 3 or 4 pictures, and you could quite distinctively see what looks like a little girl stood around about here, like there somewhere. If you look closely, it almost looks like she's turned around and she's turned her head looking towards me. Now, those pictures have not been messed around with. That is pure as you can get, and I know that's real for 100% fact. That is real. It might be shadows, I don't know, but it looks too much like a little girl to me. Well, I think this is the way out here. Right, I don't know if you heard that then, but that sounded like... Hello? This is absolute bullshit. There is no way I just heard that. I'm sorry I'm swearing, guys, but I do swear when I get scared.
What happens next is the most terrifying moment of the entire exploration.
Now it sounded like a little girl. I don't know what it was. I don't know. It sounded like a little girl. Oh, fuck. Oh, what the f***? There's no way that has just happened. There is no way that is... Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What the hell? What the hell? Right, you've just seen that with your own eyes. I have not touched that. There is nobody else here. What the f*** was that? How the hell did that happen? Okay, that was really, really scary. I didn't like that. I really did. I'm so sorry I swore then, but that really did scare me.
Colin enters a room. The door behind him is clearly open. Seconds later, it slams shut, violently, with force, as if shoved by something unseen. Terrified, Colin bolts from the room, only to witness another door moving on its own. Then an object crashes to the floor nearby. The source is never seen. The sound is real, immediate, close. The activity escalates rapidly. Doors, sounds, movement. Colin panics. His voice cracks as he tries to understand what's happening around him. He's no longer documenting. He's reacting, surviving. He decides to leave, but the hospital isn't done with him yet.
But now it is completely stripped. Every single room is just gone. Oh, I think that's a dead end up. Is that a dead end? No, that's a dead end up there. We go... What the f*** was that? What the f***? Hang on. What the fuck is going on? It sounds like loads of people running. What the is going on? There's no way that just happened. There's no way. There is no way that just happened. There's no one in there. There's no way anyone could have been in there. Okay, I'm getting out of here. That. I'm gone.
As Colin investigates another area, he notices a cupboard with its door completely shut. He looks away briefly. Only seconds pass. When he looks back, the door is open. No one else is there. Fear takes over. He flees. Then, driven by a mix of terror and disbelief, he cautiously returns. The cupboard door is closed again, exactly how it was before. This final sequence, objects opening and closing on their own, doors slamming, footsteps echoing, and what Colin describes as the sound of people fighting somewhere inside the hospital becomes too much. He leaves for good. Colin makes it back to his car, shaken and emotional, clearly affected by what he experienced inside those walls. Whether he encountered spirits, residual energy, or something else entirely remains unanswered. But one thing is certain, his solo nighttime exploration of the Royal Hospital Haslar ended with unexplained phenomena powerful enough to ensure he will never return. As the hospital continues to decay, waiting for redevelopment, it remains a silent witness to centuries of suffering, healing, and whatever still lingers within its halls. If you've enjoyed the video so far, consider subscribing. Your support helps the channel grow, and in return, I'll continue bringing you the best quality content possible. Now, let's get back to the video. In April of 2021, a deeply unsettling video was uploaded to the YouTube channel Graham Furlong. In the footage, Graham and a small group of his friends decide to explore an abandoned school somewhere in England. At first glance, nothing seems out of the ordinary. Just teenagers wandering through a decaying building, documenting another forgotten place left to rot. But as the video continues and the group reaches the top floor, the atmosphere shifts. What they encounter there turns an innocent exploration into something far more disturbing.
I'm just going my own way for an explore. What are you doing? Oi!
What?
What are you doing?
Nothing. We thought that was you.
Mate! What did you do that for?
Why are you flipping away?
That rock just come in there hit me on the
You
head.
chat so much.
I swear down.
We didn't throw anything.
I swear down.
We didn't throw anything.
That rock,
Max is reading or something. Yeah. We were near.
that rock was coming in there hit me on the head.
Again. Nah, I swear down.
Look! I told you, it nearly hit me on the head.
What?
I'm not lying.
I just went hate Queens throw it again.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're off. Hands over.
What's throwing rocks for? No, that's not police.
Okay.
That's not police. That's not police.
Oh, we got it. Okay.
We're coming.
Okay, we're coming. We're going out now.
That's not police. That's not police.
Without warning, Graham feels a rock strike the top of his head. His first instinct is to blame one of his friends, assuming it was a careless throw. But that explanation falls apart almost immediately. Voices echo through the building, shouting. Multiple people yelling from the opposite side, claiming to be police. The group quickly realizes something isn't right. These aren't real officers. And no matter who they are, one question hangs in the air. Why did they throw the rock? Uncertain, but unwilling to run blindly, the explorers decide to move toward the group to confront them.
You don't have to put your hands on.
Oh, wait, look.
Who is it?
That's not police.
Who's it?
Single file!
Oh, wait, come this way, come this way. Come.
That's not police.
Come, just go,
Who
come.
was that too?
I ain't police.
We didn't come in this way, we're coming single file with our hands up.
No, listen.
Right now, put your way.
Shining for.
Royal Explorers. Where you from? Where you from?
What?
Where you from?
You're not police.
Where are you from?
You're not even police.
Where are you from?
It's none of your, no, I'm not
Where you
police.
from?
It's none of your business.
Where you from?
None of your business.
Where you from?
None of your business. Shut up. I told you they weren't police.
Yeah, well, that goes that comes.
I told you that.
The exchange is tense, heated, hostile. Sensing that the situation could spiral out of control at any moment, Graham and his friends make the decision to leave. They turn away from the attackers and head down into the lower levels of the building, hoping distance and darkness will be enough to break contact. It isn't. Their escape doesn't last long.
I told you that. Turn your lights off.
What are you doing?
Don't go.
Why, go something.
Should we go? Just wait for them to go. Yeah, they're coming in.
They're coming in, they're shining out. Come.
Don't move, because they're coming in. Wait for them to come in. Yeah, they're gonna throw something. Told ya. Yeah, they're coming back. Get down, because they're gonna throw something at the window. Come here, follow me now. Hiya, Captain.
The group retreats into a room and hides, holding their breath as voices echo closer. Minutes pass. The attackers don't give up. They continue yelling, searching, moving through the school with purpose. Then it escalates. A rock suddenly slams into the glass above the room where the explorers are hiding. That's when Graham understands the danger they're in. He calls the police. The video cuts off abruptly before any resolution is shown. There's no confirmation of injuries, no footage of how they got out, no explanation of who the attackers were or what happened afterward. The group found an opportunity to escape and safely make their way out of the building. But with no further information, the attackers' intentions remain unknown. Whether anyone was arrested is unclear. What is clear is this: based on their actions that night, those individuals were not there by accident, and whatever they were planning, it was almost certainly sinister. In this last case, we step into the work of a well-known urban explorer named Christopher Brian Hill, better known online as Herbex Hill. For over 10 years, Chris has uploaded raw, unfiltered footage from some of the most decayed and dangerous abandoned buildings in the country. His explorations often place him face to face with hazards most people never see: aggressive dogs, unstable structures, and hostile squatters hiding in the shadows. The risks are constant and sometimes life-threatening. In this exploration, Chris returns to the infamous Westinghouse factory, a place he first entered 3 years earlier in June of 2022. That original visit went viral, capturing one of the most chilling encounters ever recorded by an urban explorer. Now, in February of 2025, Chris is back.
This place is so wet. Oh, scared the fuck out of me. Yo. You need some help, bro? Yo. Fuck that. He's not even responding. I'm gonna leave him alone. Get the fuck out of his way.
After finishing up in another section of the factory, the tone of the visit abruptly shifts. At the end of a long, decaying corridor, Chris spots a man sitting perfectly still, curled tightly into a fetal position, not moving, not reacting. Chris calls out to him, asking if he needs help. There's no response, not even a twitch. Unsettled by the sight, Chris decides to leave the man alone and continue on. His breathing grows heavier as he walks away, the silence of the factory pressing in around him. But only about 4 minutes later, guilt and concern get the better of him. Chris turns back, hoping to offer the man a $20 bill. When he reaches the same spot, the man is gone, vanished.
I mean, I know I couldn't do it. Damn, bro. That's actually kind of sad. You know what? I'm gonna help that dude out. I'm gonna leave him some money. Let's see what I got. I'm gonna get this dude a $20 bill. Sleeping down here like that. Yo. Hey, I got some money for you. He's not there, and he's not responding. Damn it.
You can hear the tension in Chris's voice as he realizes the squatter has disappeared. And as many explorers know, squatters often understand these abandoned spaces better than anyone else. They know where to hide, where to watch, where to wait. What makes this encounter even more disturbing is how many times the man appears throughout the video, often when Chris doesn't even realize it. In one scene, as Chris enters another room, there's a door on the far left of the frame, a door he never checks. And standing there, barely noticeable, is the man, silent, motionless, watching Chris move deeper into the factory. There's no way to know how long he'd been following him. Eventually, the man is seen walking just outside the building. Shaken and exhausted by the repeated encounters, Chris decides to leave the Westinghouse factory for good, or at least that's what he thought. In February of 2025, nearly 2 years after that last visit, Chris returns once more, determined to uncover what might be hidden inside the factory. Almost immediately, the building delivers. Just 3 minutes into the exploration, a faint, distant sound can be heard, a noise Chris can't quite place. He keeps moving. Not long after, he mentions hearing someone talking somewhere inside the building, though the microphone fails to clearly capture it. Then something happens that confirms his suspicion. He's not alone. A sound echoes through the factory, something that resembles a glass container hitting the ground and shattering. The sharp crack of breaking glass combined with distant voices sends a chill through him. Someone else is inside the building again, possibly even the same person from before. As Chris moves toward the exit, he's forced to pass through long hallways and vast empty rooms. Every step echoes, every shadow feels occupied. The sensation of being watched returns, heavier than before.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
It isn't until later, while reviewing the footage at home, that Chris notices something truly bone-chilling. Far down one of the hallways, barely visible, a tall, dark figure moves from one side of the room to the other. Chris made it out of the Westinghouse factory unharmed. He never discovered who or what was inside with him, and maybe that's a good thing. And that would be all for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the cards on screen for your next nightmare. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.